Actually, oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so.
you went the bottom track. I was like,
I
Yeah.
thought I saw the top
no,
one.
yeah, I saw it too.
No.
I was about to. It's a Command Z move, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We out here.
Yeah.
We had Mr. Southside 006, the Patty Don Juan.
Oh.
Had him slide up in here too. So, Pat, you produced this album.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about what. Actually, let's start off here. Who are you, Pat?
I'm an engineer, producer, an artist myself. Uh, I'll, Event planners kind of add in there too. DJs also add in there too. I'm a sound guy. Um, I do a lot. I do a lot.
He does everything.
I do a
He
lot.
does everything.
You know.
Mr. Does It All. If you need something, if you're trying to hear something, Patty's the guy.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes,
Trying to
sir.
hear it at the function. You trying to hear it at your house. Trying to hear it in your headphones.
Anything.
Trying to hear it wherever.
If you need a part, if you need a sound guy for a party, you feel me? Let me know. You feel me? I'm your guy.
Man, so producing this album specifically, is this your first album that you've executive produced before?
Believe I did one with my brother Paul Willis. Shout out to Paul Willis. That was, I believe, 2017, probably 2016. So I'll probably say this is my second one. Yeah, second one that I
Okay,
did.
so what is your process when working with another artist and you're starting to produce, especially when you're going to do multiple tracks on an album? How did you guys get started with it?
Well, for me, when it comes to working with the artist and being in the studio with the artist, I would like to know like what the artist sound is, what the artists like to do, what their flavor is, and all. And I think for me and Teo, what worked best was I've been hearing Teo for 10 plus years now, at least 8 years. I remember when he first passed me his CD when we were in Soul Collective, and I remember putting it in my CD chamber in my car, and I was like, "Yo, this is the craziest shit in the world." Also, too, we worked on a couple records even before this project. For me and Teo, the process was kind of like I feel like the process was already there because we were working on a lot of stuff.
You guys were already pretty familiar.
Yeah, we're pretty familiar with like how we like to work, how we like the sound was, and all that, and especially too with the project that we worked on previous. There was a lot of beats that was in there that was like I felt like that was like new flavor that was kind of like not regular to what I used to do. Like I was a kind of mainly a sample bass kind of producer, and then when I passed the beats on to Teo, it was more like melodic and more probably 808 driven and just more of a bounce and a certain type of like flair to it and all that.
Like the combination once y'all came together, it
Yeah.
made something new that you weren't even expecting.
Yeah, because even when I first heard Wings, shout out to my boy Teo, he put me on that too, with the engineering and all that. When I was when I was hearing Wings and mixing and mastering Wings, the beats at the time that I had in my computer, the beats that I were making, I was like, oh, this is kind of like a little bit similar to like what I have like going on with these beats over here. And then I remember when Teo, he was just like, man, we should do a project, and I was already feeling that too. I remember we worked on two beats when we came back to like the Airbnb. So
Yeah. Yep.
You
yeah,
guys started this project in the hotel.
yeah. We kind of
That's
we
crazy.
tried. Yeah, it's wild. We kind of we were. I think for me and Teo, we were just really trying to figure out what to do and what to bring up in the project, or like what kind of project it will be, and what kind of vibe will be, what kind of sound wise would it be, what we're going to talk about. And
So what song did you guys make first? What was the first song you guys produced in that hotel room?
I think it was Stunt.
No, it was Pay
Pay
Stub.
Stub. I
Yeah,
was about to say
Pay
Pay
Stub.
Stub. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Pay Stub.
Pay Stub.
Yeah.
Which you'll hear.
Yeah, which
Slapper.
you'll hear. Slapper.
Younger project.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear that one. I don't think I've heard that one yet.
We're gonna have to play for you after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to hear that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So that's what kicked it off is Pay Stub. Which I like the name, started off getting paid.
Hey, you feel me? Nah, I mean receipts.
Receipts. I ain't even gotta say much. You check it
Oh, I
for
have
me
heard
like a
this.
pay
Yeah,
stub.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I've heard this
yeah,
song. Okay, no, that's a good song. Yeah, I ain't even gotta say that.
yeah.
Man,
Meditating when a bass
stuff.
down. You
And
check it for me like a pay
that's
stub.
the one thing too that I liked about Tails like music too, because when he'll have the lyrics and all that, and at that time too, it felt like we were like in one brain, like basically,
Mm.
because
Like tapped in.
yeah, because even I remember when we did Bougie, or when I was making the beat for Bougie, and I really like had an idea in my head too, and I didn't tell Teo like the idea because I was just like, oh, maybe this idea could just be like, you know, me like in the back or whatever like that. This could be my own thing. But then Teo, he brought up his idea, and it was like, yo, like this is similar to my idea.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, so it was like a manifestation.
Mm.
It kind of felt like the studio sessions of writing this project were like manifestation of like just like what we wanted to do basically, you know. It's kind of like we fusion together and we made a great project.
I'm excited to hear the rest of it. I think I've heard most of it.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I've
so.
heard most of the songs on here. So if y'all got any sleeper tracks you ain't telling nobody about yet, like, I'm excited to hear those too.
Hell yeah.
Man. So Zach and producing this project.
Mm-hmm.
Produced 2 songs on the project or 3?
5.
5 songs.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pay Stub. We got Bougie. Which other one?
Stunt.
Stunt.
I just stunt.
Decade.
Decade.
Oh.
And oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm excited to hear those ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've heard those.
It's gonna be bumping.
Yeah.
Tail be showing me music and never tells me what the name of these songs are.
Here's something I've been working on. It slaps.
Like, I just hear part of it and I'm like, okay, now I know. Now I know what it is. But that's lit. And you guys said he was on your project the last you had did a project.
So
You also rap as well.
Yeah.
Besides just engineering, besides just MCing, besides just DJing, besides running the event.
Yeah.
Also on the mic.
Right.
Also on the
Right.
Yeah, and I took the cover picture for my favorite song from y'all too. Texting for the slide.
Slap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. Tell me about that song too. How did
Slide?
that song come together?
I made the beat for Slide, and so for me now with music, I really have a way of like trying to say, okay, I really want to make this authentic song and all that, but I also want to make a pop kind of flair to these songs as well. You know, just to have like just people singing, people just something memorable. I think that's the one thing about like the process of making music with me, where when you're in the studio with me, I also say, hey, you know, we could do this all day, like where we could rap about this, sing about that, and all that. But we got to make these people also remember and make it catchy and all that.
Mm.
So Slide came about. Slide, shit. Fuck. I think I just made the idea of just like I really just want to talk. I really was just with the homies, and they were just a moment where all the homies were just like, "Yo, I'm finna go to this girl's house. I'm finna slide. She just got to text the number. Woo do do."
Yeah.
So I think I just was just in the moment of like, man, that would just be a really cool like song concept. And then you feel me? I think I recorded the hook a little bit, and then I brought in Teo. Teo, I think he made this verse like 10 minutes. Yeah, I think I want to
That's
say
lit.
I think he wanted like I want to say he wrote in 10 and then recorded in like 5. Like it was
Came in for a quick 15.
yeah,
Just
because
like,
I looked
man,
at the
we out
clock
here.
and I was like, oh shit, we still have this much time. Like
We efficient.
right.
Oh, man. Well, that's
We
tight.
efficient.
So, does that happen a lot with artists, or does that happen a lot with you, where you feel like you make a song quickly, like as soon as that inspiration hits, you got the whole song together, or at least the whole verse together?
Yeah, sometimes I think the more that I've been writing, like specifically with like features and verses, like sometimes I could bang out a verse like so quick, and it's like like a pure channel of the idea, just like goes right through me, and I don't second guess nothing. I don't second guess lyrics. It just flows. But sometimes it takes time. But when I get in a good flow and a good zone, then sometimes I could literally write a verse in like 10, 15 minutes, and it's like fire. Like, and I don't overthink anything. It just, like I said, I just channel the idea, goes right through me, and then it just straight straight to the paper, then straight to the mic. But yeah, but
That's the
yeah.
one thing great about Teo. Like the one thing I like working with Teo is he doesn't take no idea off the table. So when you have an idea and you have like a rough draft of it, he's down to listen to it. He's down to hear your idea. He's down to work with you, work with your idea, a collaboration with your idea. And if you also say too, like, hey, like even if you have like 30% of it, Tails is not afraid of like pointing out his ideas, what he thinks would be cool, like what to keep, what not to keep. So I think that's the one thing great about me and Teo is like I think for like an artist, I also like I want to sculpt, but I also just want to like the advice from like other people as well. So Teo's a great person with that as well. I hope people don't forget too. Like Taylor's a music producer as well. You know what I mean? He records
Hmm.
himself as well. So when it comes to beat ideas or just structuring and all that, I feel like it's like very
Has
important.
that understanding.
Yeah, I feel like every artist should really have that understanding of like music production, structuring, like stacking vocals, how
Hmm.
would you say it, like or like effects and all that. So Taylor's a really good person with that as well.
Um, so Teo, the album cover.
Yeah,
Can you tell me more about that?
yeah. So the album cover. Um, so the idea for this, and I reached out to my homegirl. She's living in Vietnam right now. Her name's Meej, Megan. Shout out to Meej. She fucking went crazy on this album cover, and I wanted to do something like, cause she's an artist, so she's like an architect, and she does a lot of like dope paintings and sketches and stuff. Um, and she's been doing it, through her journey as well as an artist and as a creative. And so when I had the idea for the album, most of the time I'll do my own cover arts. Like I'll be chopping up ideas in Photoshop. I do it for other people too. But I was like, this one I want it to be somebody else's perspective, with my direction, of course, but their perspective on like the art and how it's gonna look. So I reached out to her, and I basically gave her the idea to uh, put me like sitting on top of the world, like kind of chilling and wearing a crown, because that's how I feel and how I want people to feel when they listen to, the sounds of this album and the lyrics and the message through the embodiment of the idea of "I told you so." I want you to feel like you're a king or a queen, like sitting on top of the world, like at the top of your game, because we all have that in us. And so I basically told her kind of that structure to like, incorporate obviously elements of Sacramento somewhere in the art, which you'll see. She has like the bridge in there. Then she's got me sitting on top of the world with a crown, and there's a bunch of different clouds on it, and that's pretty much where the idea for the album cover came. And so she was the only person I could think of that I was like, yo, she'll be able to bring this out to its fullest understanding and like translate it like directly. So she fucking snapped on it.
And what was her name one more time?
Meej.
Meej.
Yeah, well, her name is Megan. So she's her Instagram is meej.worldwide, and yeah, she killed it, man. So shout out to Meej.
Shout out to Mish.
Yeah, shout out to Meej.
Shout out to Mish.
Yep.
So we got this project, got the show, we got a short film. It's gonna be one hell of a summer.
It's gonna be a cinematic summer. It's gonna be a legendary
Cinematic
summer.
summer out
The
here.
most legendary album run and rollout you ever gonna see.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people before they get their summer started with you?
Don't forget to buy the album when it is out. Pre-order it. Um, come to the show. Come to the I Told You show. Don't forget to always believe in yourself. Trust your ideas. Stay inspired. Be grateful for the loved ones you have around you in your circle. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for the people you got in your life. Be grateful for, man, there's so much to be grateful for. I can't tell you what to be grateful for, but you'll find it. And then when you do, just stay grateful. Keep being grateful. Um, and yeah, listen to I Told You So. Listen to the album. Embody the idea. I don't know. That's all I got. What you got, Patty? I don't know.
Get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn ready. Oh, it's gonna be movies. We got movies coming, man.
Movies coming.
Yeah,
Popcorn ready.
it's gonna be crazy.
All right, y'all. This has been your boy D here with the Don and Juan, Mr. Southside 006, and Young Teo over here, and we in the Unlimited Inspiration Studios. We signing out, y'all. Have a good one.
We'll see you soon. Peace.